Good job. All right. All right. What I'm talking about is the young lady. Excuse me. Who played the Black Swan slash White Swan in ballet. And the reason why I'm going to talk about her is because honestly, it just intrigued me. And when I'm drunk, I'm more honest than I usually am. And honestly, when I upload these type of videos, they're more honest than. Well, no, I can't say that because I'm usually just honest about everything. All right, here we go. So what I think about that. All right, so this lady, she was the Black Swan slash White Swan, and it kind of intrigued me because of the fact that there was racial discrimination in this, even in ballet. There was racial discrimination, and she was in ballet, and they were talking about because her figure, she was a little bit. She had a bigger breast. She had a bigger bottom than some girls in ballet, and they said that she just didn't fit into what traditional girls in ballet look like. And she was like, "Well, it's funny, even like her skin color was brought into this thing. It was a factor." And I just thought that this was sad, and it was kind of disgusting, and it was demoralizing because essentially what you're saying is um, that some human beings cannot participate because of the way that they are naturally born to look, not an altered form of themselves, but a natural look is not acceptable. And I find that offensive because I just find it offensive. And I know why. And I'm pretty sure everyone that's common sense knows why it's offensive. Because you're telling a person that they can't even be themselves and be accepted. They have to alter who they are in order to be accepted. They have to alter who they are to be good by your standards. And I find that extremely offensive because what you're telling people is go out, change your hair. Go out, change your skin. Go out, change who you are so that we can accept you. Because our standard of beauty is different from your standard of beauty. And I love that she fought through it. She fought through it. And she made it. And she played such a huge role. And she is playing such a huge role that will change the perception of so many people that they can now view us as acceptable. And I love it. Because I'm tired of seeing our culture, the culture that we made in America, being torn apart. And see, that's why, excuse me, I was watching Azealia Banks interview, and I found it so beautiful. The words that she said were so beautiful. The way that she explained it was flawless because she is tired of people tearing apart our culture and taking it apart and taking what they want and not taking it as a whole. Like she said, when she was talking about Iggy Azalea, she said that Iggy Azalea is essentially she's not the representation of hip hop, and Macklemore is not the representation of hip hop, and I love that she is speaking out against this because there's so many that just accept the fact that these two artists were the best artists of the year at the AMAs, and I find it unacceptable because of the fact that I listened to Nicki Minaj's album and I found it much more entertaining and it had much more substance than Iggy Azalea's album had. Iggy Azalea played on stereotypes and she just went about what like I don't know. She just her music's not good as it could be. It's just the sounds of it. It sounds nice, but it's not as great as it could be. And I don't know. I just wish that there are more people like Azealia Banks and more people like this ballerina. I can't remember her name, but I will post another video talking about her further into depth because she is an inspiration and Azealia Banks is an inspiration. Jay-Z is an inspiration because of the fact that he is starting to stand up against these stereotypes and these people that want the black community to be a certain way and want us to have this sort of negative look about ourselves, and I'm tired of that. So what we need to do as a community is stand up for ourselves and do what we think is right. But let's take that further. As an individual, you need to do what you think is right. Because you know in your heart what is right to do. You know who you are in your mind and in your heart, who you are. And you need to express that 100%. Do not even try to fight it. Just be honest. Just be who you are. And don't let anyone take that away from you.